Hey, you thought I was kidding when I said I was going to be playing the Arcade GP too.
Well, you are almost right.
Welcome, everybody, to Mario Kart on the arcade cabinets. Honestly, my
Pac-Man.
first time hearing about this, an actual, miracle joint venture between warring video game companies, Namco, Nintendo, and Sega.
Wait, Sega?
Yeah, because Mario Kart Arcade GP2 and its immediate predecessor were all built off of the Triforce Arcade board, which was again a joint venture between those three companies, using the gadgetry and whatnot. Basically, it runs off the same sort of infrastructure of the Nintendo GameCube, which is why those lucky enough to actually get it to work. There is a very specialized version of Dolphin that can actually run Triforce games, and that's how I was able to get this whole thing running. So,
Nice, okay.
ladies and gentlemen, Mario Kart Arcade GP2. You may be wondering why I'm not tackling the first Arcade GP. Well, 2 is essentially the same game, but with more stuff.
Okay.
See.
Like the same characters all here, as well as newcomers, Waluigi, and those that have ever played it with a Tamagotchi, the Mamichi.
Aww.
Okay.
It's like a definitive edition.
Yeah,
Essentially.
okay. And I assume Blinky and the PACs were there from the beginning?
Yep, they were all there from the beginning. Speaking of PACs, I'll start us off with a girl who needs no introduction.
Yay.
Oh, you might want to be careful. I get the feeling Namco might try to erase this video now that we reminded people she exists.
She was better than Pac-Man.
Well, I say to thee, nay, everyone will remember her for all the time because she was the star of the better of the two Pac-Man titles from, way back in its heyday.
I say to them, 9! 9!
And I will not take this revisionist nonsense that they're trying to shove down our throats with Pac-Mom.
So I'm looking at it here. Of course, I got Rainbow. So I'm looking at it here. Right away, James, I noticed that you actually took a step back and you did 100cc. Why is that?
I tried to play through this on 150cc, and over time, I started to lose a couple of matches. And, okay, so the way that Arcade GP works is that the game doesn't run on the traditional Mario Kart Grand Prix structure of going through races and accumulating points to come in first place. Basically, if you want to go through an entire cup or whatever, you need to make sure you get first place in every race.
Oh.
Oh, so you basically have to platinum every cup.
Essentially. Which,
Dang.
which would be a nice little challenge for someone like, say, Doug here, if ever he decides to play this game.
Maybe.
So, otherwise, it looks like the same rules apply. You got your coins to pick up, item blocks and all those item coins.
So, here's something that actually is different about Arcade GP compared to its contemporaries. So, the way they handle items is that each race will only allow you to use up to 3 sorts of items at a time, and it's always different depending on the race. Now, like normal Grand Prix rules, there are 4 races in all, though the only real big downside about how Arcade GP does it is that basically you're going to be going through 2 races on 2 tracks, and the only real difference is the types of items you get and the very rare, other change-up, like maybe there's some slight difference in the way the course is laid out, or maybe there's an additional obstacle that might be thrown in your path, which is why, for the sake of time, I'm honestly going to make sure that, we don't watch all of that, otherwise this would have been, over 2 hours, full stop.
Totally fair.
Going back a bit, when you're talking about items, it looks like this game's sporting a pretty interesting, selection of items that really haven't been used in any other Mario Kart game. What's the deal with this rectangular tire here?
Okay, so basically how this game structures with items is that, there's a lot of different, ways that they function or the way they look, but they all serve the very similar purpose of, you can either throw your item forward to either, slow an opponent down or distract them, like Bowser did just there, or, on the very rare occasion, you can also have some items that you can, toss behind you, like tacks, or rat bombs, or anything of the sort. And maybe if you're lucky, you might also come across you'll have a race where you actually get to use dash mushrooms, however rare those instances are.
Okay. And right away, so far, do any of the items, are there any, because I see the pufferfish basically functions like a normal shell would. I assume the square tires slows them down by making their tires no longer round?
Sort of. It's... Again, they serve more or less the same function of that they're supposed to slow down the opponent in some way or another. functionally speaking, there's really not much of a difference between them, though. It's mostly like it's mostly visual more than anything. Like, either way, it's going to slow the opponent down, or stop them dead in their tracks, or distract the ever-living hell out of them.
Okay.
Gotcha. Oh, they
So,
get bouquets.
Nice. And I mean, right away, like that course design, like, even though it was more or less just kind of a hallway, just drive straight through, like, I mean, the visuals on, like, the outside of the track were pretty decent.
Oh yeah, so actually I will say right off the bat, Arcade GP2 actually added in 2 brand new cups for the sake of this whole lineup of Grand Prix.
Yes.
Yoshi's Cup is actually one of them. The other one that we'll see later on is Waluigi Cup, which is, well, I'll talk more about that in bigger depth the more we go. But Yoshi Cup is essentially, we're driving through an entire amusement park.
Okay.
I see. Okay, and I see it now. So basically, it looks like, according to what that looked like. Okay, so we're in the same area again, but this time we're going to take a different route.
I'm revoking my
Oh,
ticket.
into Mansion Land.
I don't like this ride, Mario. I want to get off.
Excuse me.
I want to get off.
Wait a minute, they're making a horror attraction based off my mansion adventure. Where are my residuals?
Can we sue?
I did not
Captain
agree to
Control.
this. No one
Yeah,
should go
so-
through the hell that I went through, Mario.
Let's check it out. So, let's see what else I can find. A booze. Ooh. Easy does it. Hey, Toadsworth, we remember you still exist. Take care now.
You know what? That whole cardboard cutout was made in his memory.
Yeah.
What?
Because actually, I think it was like this game,
Oh, the
like
Mandy's.
the Arcade GP2 sequel. I think came out in 2007. By that point, Toadsworth was all but completely like gone.
Retired,
Also,
yeah.
I'm just also taking a minute to notice that, like, in the background, you can see cameos from characters that, like, in a regular Mario Kart game would have just been playable characters. Like, we saw Baby Mario and Luigi in that little merry-go-round there, as well as Pac Jr.
Oh yeah, Pac Jr.'s
Interesting.
there, Baby Mario, Baby Luigi. I know Toadette is among the patrons as well. Like, yeah, no, that like. However lacking this game may have in character selection, you know, they sort of make up for it with all the cameos, like King Boo trying to suck us
Oh,
all up.
no.
Wait, what?
When did he suddenly become Kirby?
I don't remember this part of the message. All right, there we go. So, yeah, I mean, I again, like, it's so far it's just kind of a straightaway track. You can see it right there, but like, I think this is pretty admirable, like, for how much they're putting into this. I will say, I'm surprised that they've never
Oh no, Yoshi made my tires go all
wobbly size.
wobbly and shrink. It'll keep shrinking and growing, and the tire pressure can't take much more.
That's
How
what
do
you
they
do.
expect us to want to race when the car's
Ow.
all boy?
Ow!
What is
ow,
that
I'm not
face?
I'm not that ugly. Oh yeah, one thing should be said. The original arcade unit actually does have camera compatibility. So, say if you have the whole thing turned on, you could actually see your own ugly mug on that portrait right there. And sometimes with an item like that, it serves as a distraction.
It's ridiculous. Okay. Again, I'll say I'm surprised.
You know, it's
oh,
funny
yeah?
to think that this game did it well before we got the likes of Mario Kart World doing that for us.
Right?
Yeah.
Whoa. But yeah, no, I'm honestly surprised that, well, I'm actually surprised that they never referenced these other, like, tracks or whatever, like, in later games. Like, this one looks pretty fun, I think.
Oh yeah, no, like this looks like a ton of fun. Though my guess is that they don't really reference it that much because again, this was mostly a Mario Kart that Namco had a huge part in. In fact, I think they were the main developers.
Ah, okay, that
Interesting.
explains it. Let's see what I can.
One other thing that's worth mentioning is that, much like its predecessor, this game also had a whole functionality with a physical Mario card.
Oh,
Which
yes.
it's the closest. Basically, it's the closest thing that arcade units have. Like certain arcade units, I think, either dispensed or offered these things as like a pseudo memory card for the player.
Yep. It allow you to hold on to such data as like your current rank, which is like your main item you like using, the amount of coins that you've collected. Because I think the coins can be used for more than just. Actually, I don't even know if the coins like increase your speed or anything like that.
I want to say the coins here increase your speed, though I do remember that if you do insert a Mario card and actually use it, the coins actually change into Mario coins,
Oh.
which I believe you accumulate those. That's how you unlock all the additional perks that this game has.
Okay. So rewards you for playing the game more often and stuff, and then, of course, that would be how you would then. It would then be how you could determine like what is your online ranking and stuff with other players.
Essentially.
But yeah, I mean, other things I can find in here is that jumping and drifting. James has to be a little unique in how he jumps in this game. The only way to jump
Oh
is
no!
a bunny.
My hubby turned me into a bunny.
Nice jumping
Oh,
rapidly.
that's- I feel like that should not be something in a Mario game.
But yeah, so let's see.
Sir,
so let's
Easter
see what
just
else.
passed.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just like it just reminds me of like Pac-Man World 3. It's like details of my pellets should be between me and Miss Pac. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, details on my perimeters.
Perimeters, that's it.
Something along those lines.
My lord.
I'm still debating if I should actually do that game for the channel or not, just because, you know, it's been a hot minute, and
Yeah, I'll see
it
why
would mean
not.
we
Well-
actually had covered all the games.
Well, I was about to say like it felt like it's been a while since we did a World 2. Do we want to redo that first before we go to World 3?
I would not be against that, so I'm gonna wait and see if they actually do a repack of that first.
I'd be up for that if it's a repack, but we'll see. What else?
Hi, I'm Toad!
I noticed.
Yeah, let's see. So the way that James is jumping in this game is a little unique in that in order to jump, he has to double tap the brake button.
Yeah, or thankfully in this game's case, thankfully with Dolphin's case, I only have to press the button once.
Oh, but then to drift, I think you have to like tap it. I think to drift afterwards. I think.
So drifting in this game, from what I was able to tell, is mostly automatic. Like you jump once and then you basically commit to the turn you're going to make, and that's how you drift. Even better is that this is the only game, as far as I'm aware, where drifting has an additional purpose. I don't know if you gain much speed out of it, but it does generate a shield which can block items for you.
Oh. That's actually.
And it's something that didn't immediately come to mind, like, for the first couple of races. It's when I started, when I was halfway through this recording, I sort of realized, oh, so that's what that whole green aura I get does.
Can I say that right now? That like. That sounds genius to me. That I'm surprised that Nintendo's never tried that ever. Not even in World of like the how to put it, the risk and reward like trade off of like kind of like how in a Smash Brothers you have like that perfect parry mechanic or whatever. Like if you release your shield right when an attack should hit. Like if they had something like that for. Because first of all, it would actually justify there being a break button in a Mario Kart game. Number one, number two, like. Basically, if there's a way of like, if you tap the brake button right as you believe you're about to get hit by an item, it would dismantle or, as again, shield the item away.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know.
sorry, I did. I was just saying, like, the notion of, like, justifying a brake button exists. Like, for some reason, that reminds me of something that you can do in, like, Crash Team Racing, where, like, there's a surprising amount of utility behind using the brake button. Like, for example, you could use it to, like, better control yourself when you're in the air and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Like, there's plenty of speedrunners that like to abuse that tech, especially if they want to preserve their sacred blue flame.
Interesting. I didn't know
I
that.
want to
actually.
keep the blue flame all throughout the race.
Ouch! God
Oh.
damn it!
Oh, DK's angry.
Oh, the other thing a monkey. And then
A
I said-
monkey!
No, a monkey. It's like, excuse me, sir. Are you eating breakfast yet? And he's like, no, I did not, Mr. Monkey. And you know what he gave me?
A goddamn banana!
God, motherfucking dang.
Oh, right, it was that guy. My bad.
Yeah, no, I love that.
That guy's
Jeez,
amazing.
everyone's throwing their dishpans at me.
Excuse me,
Damn.
sir. How much is this 50-cent honey bun? $1. $1?
Dollar.
You sure? Yeah. God,
Motherfucking damn.
Just
If
anime,
it said
it's funny.
50 cent on the devil damn wrapper, why
That's
it
what he
cost
said.
$1?
That's what he's saying. Then my favorite was the one that introduced me to him, where it was like, I got this antique clock. No! And just
I remember
fell and
that.
immediately broke. My clock is broke! It's broke! God, motherfucking damn.
I remember that because I remember someone made an animatic
Jake.
of that had Jake saying it.
He
That
really
and
does
the
sound a
banana
lot like.
one.
He
It
really
does,
does
yeah, and
sound like. Yeah.
It does, and I remember doing the TikTok audio of that
Here you
one.
go,
It was
honey.
fun.
I forget, like,
Oh
the
my
two
gosh.
the two Jake ones, were they made by the same guy?
One, I believe both of them were made by different people. I believe because one was like a sketch and the one was like fully colored. I think, but
It
yeah,
might have been
just,
two different people.
yeah, he really did. He really did sound like a disgruntled or like or an impassioned John DiMaggio at times. But all right, let's see what else I got here. The other thing I found as far as tidbits of this game in particular goes is that its 3, 2, 1 go like rocket start functions more like double dash, in which you don't want to press and hold after the 2, but you want to press the minute that the number 1 appears.
Yeah.
She will.
Thankfully, it's a lot easier to pull off here than it ever did in Double Dash.
That's good. That's good.
And on her cake, Miss Pac-Man is the winner.
Yay.
And as shown here, yep. If you do not finish in first place, you need to retry the course.
Yep.
Jeez.
But thankfully, we won't have to worry about that in this whole run because, again, I don't want to waste too much time.
That's fair.
Yay!
And now that we've actually cleared the cup, we've gained access to this cup's challenge stage.
Do we care about the challenge stage? Oh, collect 25 coins within 20. Okay.
So each cup has a unique challenge game for the player to try out. Thankfully, there's really no benefit to actually, finishing these. It's purely just for fun.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
Like, some of them can be pretty, standard, like collecting coins at Yoshi's Cup. And then there's other times where you commit actual manslaughter.
What?
Why not?
That stepped up a little bit. And...
More on that later.
Okay. So I will ask, when did you first try this game out? Assuming this was never in like an arcade near you, and you went with the dolphin route.
So luckily, I did actually get a chance to try. I forget if I actually played the first one. I definitely remember playing the second one though, years ago at a mini golf place down in Castro Valley.
Oh, cool.
And there was an arcade GP2 there. I don't think I was able to get a Mario Kart along with it. In fact, I think I only played that game a grand total like maybe once or twice. But I had my fun with it.
Hey.
For however much I could actually understand of it. And
Okay.
if I even had the money to play it to begin with. Because Arcade GP2 was not one of the cheaper games to play at the arcade.
Oh. What?
They expect you to pay $1 just for a whole race.
Oh my gosh.
We want money.
And then what else was there? Then there was Oh, look at that! Listen to that compressed audio from the DS. What else was there? Then there's
Yeah.
also
Actually, no, that was from Double Dash, actually.
Oh. I thought I was gonna
Oh,
say
yeah, I
something
guess it
again.
also be said, I believe Arcade GP2 was the one that introduced unique carts aside from like the standard ones you got for like you see on the borders there.
Okay.
I would imagine
alright.
so, yeah.
And you can unlock a third one if you, I guess, manage to collect enough Mario coins or basically get enough progress into your card.
Okay. Where else are we going with this? Where else are we going with this? And then so when Arcade GP, then Arcade GP2, and then the current one that exists in arcades today, is that also a GP or a different one?
That one is also a GP. Actually, there's two Mario Kart Arcade GPs we've had since this one. There's DX, which came out about 10 years ago, I think. It was actually made around the time of, remember back when Pac-Man had that whole Pac is back phase?
Yes. That was that one?
The Pac is back. Basically, Arcade GP2, DX, came out right around that time, where Pac-Man had that whole Ghostly Adventures design, and the gameplay was a little more comparable to that of Mario Kart 7 and 8.
Okay.
Like it came with the paraglider and the propeller. Whenever you need to dive underwater, it had all that stuff. In fact, I want to say the gameplay structure in general was much more comparable to that of the mainline games compared to here. Though I think the kooky items are still there. Like you still have the with the booze, the dish pans, and some of the other varied items you would not normally see in a Mario Kart.
Okay.
Oh, and also it also had what's his name, Don Chan, one of the Taiko no Tatsujin drums.
Oh my gosh. Let's see.
That was their other big celebrity guest character. Oh, hey!
Get that! Ow! What else I found?
I hate rainy days in Isla Delfino.
Let's see. So then there was GB Deluxe, as you said. Apparently there was a virtual reality one too.
Yes, there was a VR one, and that one, from what I hear, is actually I haven't heard much about it, to be perfectly honest. Other than that, it's much more in line with your traditional Mario Karts now, where there's only there's Mario, Luigi, Peach, Yoshi. In fact, those are the only 4 playable characters because it's it's virtual reality. It's all in first person, and all the seats you could sit on to play were fashioned after the character you were going to play as.
Oh.
Man, but I wanted to have a Bowser bot.
And I believe
Bowser is in the game, but he's only a CPU, as is Wario.
so
Damn.
which was the one that we played at Dave & Buster's? Was that Was that Deluxe?
That one I think was DX.
DX? Okay. Fair
And
enough.
there you have it. Mario wins once again.
Yay! As Mario should.
And if you're curious, you too can own your very own Mario Kart GP Deluxe arcade system for $14,000.
Well, I mean, it's practically an arcade cabinet, so that's not too shocking.
I mean, yeah, that's not surprising at all. Though, I mean, assuming we didn't want to rely on that, I do know that there's like a certain like primetime arcade emulator out there that can actually play those types of games. But
No kidding.
that's neither here nor there.
Alright, well, now we're in it's nighttime now.
So I guess it goes without saying, this is probably the only Mario Arcade GP we're actually going to touch, assuming we're not that, devilishly curious to try out DX as well.
I think that's fair. I mean, it's...
And now you can see here that for the rest of the video, save for one other exception, I'm going to be splitting my time in the cups in half.
Okay.
I appreciate that, just because, I mean, okay, I will admit I was nervous at first, but now that I'm seeing what you're doing, yeah, I mean, it makes sense, because again, like, as we've seen, the only thing that really changes between the cups, apart from maybe a distinct layout change, is just which items you're using, otherwise it's the same race.
Also, I noticed, like, if you look up there, like, the lap count is technically inconsistent.
Oh?
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Like some races you only have to do like 3 laps, 2 laps, 4 laps, etc. That lap counter can change depending on the CC you're playing on. Like 150 CC, I think that first race we were at, we were going through like 9 laps.
Devil damn.
Huh.
What is that thing?
Also, in an earlier race, I got my ears blared out by this thing. Thanks, Toad.
Oh, was the volume not ready for that?
No, that's just the whole point of the item. It's meant to distract you.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa!
I don't feel so good.
Does it?
I'm on tires.
Oh my god, how the hell are we gonna catch up to first place all the way up there?
Oh yeah, no, freaking Luigi made some serious tracks during this race.
Well, see, this is the part where, like, it would be nice if we had a Thunderbolt that could hit him without having to... Because the issue is I'm seeing with the items is you need to have, like... You need to have them on site, otherwise you won't be able to, like, actually hit them with the item.
It is possible to wing it, though, yeah, no, it's usually encouraged to just, hold it in place until the auto lock-on kicks in. Though do note that not all items have an auto lock-on.
Fair.
Right.
Just keep getting those boosts.
There he is.
Oh my
The
gosh.
slippery green bean. I'm gonna give you a rainy day.
Oh!
Welcome to Britain. Now then, we're going forward.
Britain.
I thought this was Hawaii.
I was talking about the rain. I was talking about the rain and stuff.
We get that in Scotland as well, Logan.
Oh, I saw this funny like Simpsons clip the other day about Scots.
Oh.
That being.
Oh, it was with Willie. He was talking about like how angry the Scots are with everyone else or whatever. Like
Even Scots don't like other Scots.
well, those things like it's like England and Scots and
Not wrong.
Japanese and Scots and other Scots. Damn
Not wrong.
Scots! They ruined
think
Scots are
also-
generally angry people.
Go ahead.
Scots are generally angry people, according to Willie.
It also depends on what kind of area you live in.
That's fair. Yeah, it was like Scots and other Scots. Damn
Mario
Scots!
Cup completed.
They ruined Scotland. And Principal Skinner's like, "Eh, you Scots sure are a spiteful bunch. You just made an enemy for life."
Oh yeah, by the way, remember that one mission from Mario Sunshine?
No.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Yep, that's this Cup's challenge game. Though thankfully it's nowhere near as hard.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Oh, yeah, they have freaking guardrails. But then there was also like the top comment on that video. Doug was like, "Scots and other Scots, absolutely not." But somehow, like Irish and Scots, like just chill. Ireland and Scotland are kind of chill. From there.
Yeah, that's not wrong.
I imagine it's because they have very similar, like, drinking tolerance.
Similar enough, yeah.
Nice.
And not a cat a quack in sight.
Yeah, we finally.
Except for that
frickin-
one that back there.
But they got smart and they freaking like fenced them all off. Like, no, you, no. Stay
One is
there.
just charging at your location right now.
Tell him that years later a cat a quack would actually be able to ride a go-kart.
That's what I was saying. Like now, Cataquack's gonna be a freaking driver. My gosh.
Freaking cat a quacks.
Cataquack became a driver. Cataquack became an official driver for Diddy Kong one of these games.
So I have to ask a very important question. Why did they think it was a good idea to remove Blinky's mouth?
I don't know, they were trying to, like... I don't
Now
know.
you can wear him as a hat.
Blinky has no mouth and he must scream, because now he's up next.
Waluigi Cup.
Waluigi Cup.
Waluigi.
I guess Waluigi likes dinos time. Okay, fair enough. Waluigi likes
Oh
dinos.
yeah, no, Waluigi was in the mood to watch Jurassic Park one time, and then decided, I'm going to make a whole stadium based off of my recent bias.
But also my fever dream of them being robots.
I was about to say, like,
I'm going to make my own Jurassic Park. The Jurassic Park, if you will.
Stop it! Oh my god, no.
and just all the dinosaurs just have Waluigi noses.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. You guys are making one of those freaking Brawl in the Family like covers or whatever with like the scary Waluigi.
Good.
Good, the world needs more of that.
Okay, so there's a Puyo Puyo island. There's been a lot of like unique little items and stuff, like a flood.
Yep,
Oh.
Flood's actually here. Although he's a bit of a turncoat in this game. You're gonna see why.
Okay, so let's see. We just need somebody to go in front of us. Wario, if you wouldn't mind volunteering to go a little bit ahead of us here.
Looks like he's aiming behind you, though.
You, my friend, need a bath.
Oh
A
god,
goo bath!
it shoots
Oh.
goo now?
Yep. Ow.
That was mean. Ow.
That is absolutely mean.
Not even mean,
And is
but-
obviously meant to be a distraction.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, you know, and it's nice to finally see a Pac-Man Ghost represented as they're supposed to look. It's just a shame that, again, he has no mouth.
Yeah.
Also, it looks like it also looks like the game with longer eyelashes than usual. I think. I don't know.
Oh no, that's just how he always looked in the in the Japanese art.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Supposed to look pretty.
Also, he has a choo-choo with him.
Here. Oh, I thought it was a Puyo.
No, it's a slime. Remember Salvo?
Probably.
Oh.
But yeah, just talk about the Ghost and the other Pac-Man. Like, I know it probably will not happen, but considering how like very buddy-buddy Nintendo and Namco have been lately, especially with them letting Namco help out with like a lot of their bigger IPs, wouldn't it be something if at some point later down the line, Mario Kart World adds in some of the Pac-Man characters as racers?
Assuming they allow third-party extras, I wouldn't be against that. I mean, heck, have the whole Ghost gang for a change.
Yeah.
Would be pretty cool.
Why just settle for Blinky? You know, back when they were still trying to say that this is Clyde.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh. No. Actually, speaking of third party, you hear that, Ubisoft?
This is what happens when you burn down your bridges. You don't get to partake in the fun stuff.
This is what happened when you play God.
Like you had something going when you crossed Mario over with the Rabbids and Rayman.
Yeah.
Which was
So,
You had to completely mess it all up.
work quite good. Did Doug say his piece? Because it kind of bleeped out a little.
But I heard him say, he was like, yeah, really. Yeah, I heard him the same, like, you really Ubisoft, and I think that was it, right, Doug?
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, okay,
Okay.
get hyped in.
For some reason, Discord did not want me to hear it then.
Ah,
That is odd.
that is
Discord's just been having issues as of late.
Yep,
Yeah.
they've been testing out new experimental stuff that I don't fully agree with, and we're gonna have to see where it goes.
We have to yell at them very loud to say, stop it. Just
I don't want to.
Stop
I don't want to have to show my Mario Kart in order to have a Discord account. I want to be.
I
Able
don't want to
to
show my Mario Kart just so I can look at the.
I don't want
Which
to
is
show my
ironic.
Chechen.
Chechen. Again, thank the legal process. Anywho,
Now then, how about we really dive deep into Jurassic Park?
now you all just stop it right now. My goodness.
Beautiful.
Speaking of, in a few days, I'm going to be going to Jurassic Park with Matt.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're going.
Like the real deal?
No, we're going to Universal Studios.
I was about to say, like, I would hope it's not the real deal, because they've proven, like, 5 double damn times that it's probably not the best idea.
My
Now,
favorite.
one of you has to dress up as Waluigi.
I don't have it like that. My favorite freaking. Oh my gosh, it's a jailbreak. Oh yeah, my favorite. I still love the. I mean, jokes aside, I still love the freaking dude for that guy who was originally gonna do it all in stop motion before CGI came around, but they gave him the honorary title of the dinosaur supervisor, and it was like, you had one job. The dinosaurs are everywhere. You had one job, which was supervisor. Anyway, So where are we going with this? So yeah, we're gonna be checking out. We're gonna be checking out FanFest nights. We're gonna be looking at all the cool Dungeons and Dragons, the Mario stuff that's gonna happen. So like apparently you can. I think you can meet him over in Japan, but I've never seen it here. But you're gonna be able to meet Yoshi.
Oh yeah, that's right. They showed off some of. They showed off the.
Jeez.
Yeah, they showed off the new Yoshi meet and greet outfits.
That's nice. Are they still gonna have the? Are they still gonna have the shuffling toad?
I believe they will. Whoever's that toad has so much fun doing what they do.
I'm really curious. Like, do you think by? Because I imagine if. Oh, sorry. Hang on a second.
Oh,
Okay.
do you think they? But yeah, we're gonna be checking that out. We're gonna be checking out Nintendo World. Check out the Mario Kart ride.
And lament that there isn't going to be a Donkey Kong country in that particular area.
Yep, no place to put it. And the fact that we still maybe they'll do it for FanFest nights. I don't know, but the fact that we also get the rinky-dink cupcake still, and not that cool like Princess Peach cake thing from Japan and over in Epic Universe.
Man, they get all the good stuff.
But we do get a cool chicken pesto burger and. It's still really cute. Toad Cafe. Oh my god! Toad Cafe is still such a cute idea. But
Sorry about that. False
It
alarm.
is.
no worries.
All good.
So you were saying, do you think that they with regards to Universal and stuff, or Mario and Yoshi?
Oh, that's right. Well, not necessarily with Yoshi. I was more so talking about with the Mario and Luigi suits. Do you think they'll eventually get to the point where they'll have new clips with Kevin doing the lines instead of just using the archived Charles stuff?
That I don't know. I mean, I can pull back the curtain a little bit in that, still the way they do it right now is they have somebody with a tablet that's just pressing the different sounds and
Hey, wait a minute. This is made out of fool's gold.
just falls apart.
It's chocolate.
No refunds.
And you just look over Waluigi's running into the distance, sprinting. That's it.
Anyway, who's up for some Excite Bike?
Oh. I guess we are.
Is it-
Sorry, there was a bit of silence. I was like, what was it?
Yep. So the name of the game is try to make 70, be in the air for about 70 meters worth.
Oh,
That camera angle is very distracting.
A little, but hey, you know what? The slow-mo sort of helps.
so how are you able to manipulate how long you're able to stay in the air?
Jump, I assume, at the very top.
You jump at the very top of the ramp.
Well, can you be able to manipulate yourself slightly while you're in the air?
Not sure, honestly. Probably would be advised not to do so.
That's true. Alright, so there we go. Another
Now
couple
then.
down.
Let's go ahead and move on to the next character who recently got a very noteworthy face makeover.
That didn't sound like DK. It sounded like his melee, gorilla sound.
No, it sounded like his Kirkhope impression.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's just because all the sound clips for all the Mario characters were still ripped from the Mario Kart Double Dash, and back then that's when DK was still, they were still using the stock clips from Donkey Kong 64.
I forgot that he sounded like that in Double Dash.
Yeah.
Hey, Diddy.
Oh yeah, that's right. Diddy can be found in the audience.
Yeah.
In fact, as you may have noticed during the cup ceremonies, Diddy's there and Daisy's there.
Oh, just a Randy.
I did notice Daisy, yeah.
A whole bunch of Rambies.
Look at him, Randy. Oh yeah, there's Diddy there. He's the flag monkey.
Aw, look at you. He looks smaller than I remember. But
That
okay.
DK picture, man.
Well, I mean, Diddy's usually pretty small to begin with.
Yeah. Also, get a load of my beaten stick.
What the hell? Oh my god.
Oh.
I was thinking is this the lightning power-up? Is this a wand? No, you just club him.
Just club them and then electrocute them.
You know, very fitting.
Be careful, Mario might do that himself.
Watch out, DK. I got a lightning rod, and I'm not afraid to use it.
Don't make Papa Mario get out his beating stick.
And then a metal shell?
The fuck?
Actually, it's a bombshell.
Oh!
And Bowser just used his on mine.
Ow, okay.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh!
I wonder if
Damn it, Blinky.
I wonder if they did that thing where your seat or the handle how to put it. I wonder if they did that thing where they
Jostle.
Yeah, jostles like rumbles if you're about to beat someone over there with a stick.
Ooh.
I can believe that.
I remembered
Would have been hilarious.
I remember a long time ago.
Also, I think it's around here where I finally start to realize the properties of the drift shield.
Oh, okay. Oh, that one lasted a lot longer. So it is constantly shielded if you start drifting.
Right, that shield will stay so long as you commit to the turn.
That's
If at
actually,
any point you yield, it will disappear.
that's actually interesting. Again, that is an interesting mechanic. I'm surprised they never did anything like that, like with later entries.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of skill-based Mario Kart players would be happy with that.
All right.
This up sign, 'cause I'm curious.
There you go, Yoshi.
Damn. What did Yoshi ever do to Donkey Kong?
Did something.
Yoshi was just minding his damn business, eating some fruit.
Did he accidentally drop DK when he was a baby?
Probably DK. He probably eat DK's banana.
Oh, damn.
Like-
The worst offense.
Exactly. Did you eating fruit? That's what I was saying.
Listen, unless DK offers to his friends, you don't go stealing the man's bananas.
For real.
I forget. Did everyone here ever see that one like SNL skit with Pedro Pascal as Mario and the Mario Kart like series trailer?
I do not pay a whole lot of attention to whatever SNL does with Mario after that first one they did. At least I think it was their first one, but you know which one I mean.
Yeah.
It might have been a much earlier one, if I had to fathom a guess, but yeah, no, like, I don't follow a lot of what SNL does.
Okay, I found it. I remembered now what I was thinking of, and the fact that I don't think they ever did it ever again.
Really?
It was a game. So it was a series. Let me look this up. So it was a series called.
Oh, banana!
Yes, go ahead. Yeah, go get him. So it was a series. Okay, no. So there was actually a bit more. Okay. Maybe this wasn't a. I just don't remember hearing a lot about this. Okay, so it was just kind of man. Probably that's why I never like went on much longer. So
I still vaguely remember. You know, I do vaguely remember. I want to say it was SNL when they were trying to do a whole skit based off Wario Land Shake It.
oh,
Did
yeah.
And they just, yeah, no, it's in a very loose sense. Like, they had a Wii remote on hand. There was like there's just two guys, and one of them's like, I'm playing Wario Shake It, and just stuff. That's like the most I immediately remember from it, but
Usually
that's
the writers
like
pretty come and go on like how topical or referential
Again,
it was.
it's typical Saturday Night Live humor from like post '90s.
Yeah. All right, but I do
Yeah.
remember the other thing I was thinking of. So, who here is familiar with Jackass?
I know
Yeah.
of it. The most I've seen of it was just all the bits that you've shown me with like all the insane stuff that happens at the very end, and most of the time
with
Rip Taylor
Terry-
comes out
Terry-
laughing
with
his
Terry
little heart
Pratchett.
out.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with Jackass.
He's alive. Yeah, we'll watch those at some point. Okay, that's good, Doug. So,
And cringe at all the very few times where it really didn't age well.
I mean, yeah, we'll probably have to skip over some of those. Oh my god.
You know, what'd you think was going to happen, DK?
I don't know. Anyway, so before his passing, Ryan Dunn, one of the people on Jackass, the original crew, Bam Margera's friend, so he had at one point partnered up with. You guys remember the gaming channel G4?
I know.
I
of it.
remember G4.
I believe so, yeah.
So they had this very short-lived series called G4's Proving Grounds between Jessica Chobot and him. And it was kind of okay. Like I'll be the one to say it. I don't think they really dove into quite the same like categories that I was expecting them to dive into, because it was like, oh, here's Star Wars, here's Harry Potter, here's Star Trek, here's The Goonies. And I was like, I don't remember that being a video game thing particularly. But anyway, but the one I remember, Rob.
Well, I mean, there was the Goonies too.
That's true. So off the top of my head, though, the main one I remembered was the first episode, which was them doing Mario Kart. Like,
Oh, actually, real quick, it should be said, when you activate the banana train item, it functions kind of similarly like, you know, your traditional banana items, but you actually can't, like, drop them on your own.
oh,
Okay.
It actually functions in the exact same way most players would use the banana trail to basically either shield themselves or, you know, collide them with some unsuspecting sucker.
alrighty. Let's see, what was it? But yeah, so they did do their own take on Mario.
And there you go, DK, your very own trophy made out of banandium.
And then he eats it.
Exactly, then he eats it.
Harm.
Oh yeah, remember when I said there's a particular game where you gotta...
Oh,
dance on?
look at that Koopa on the back that just got run over. That is mangled.
Oh, it's gonna get even funnier.
Oh,
Do they
no,
ragdoll?
Please let them have
Look at 'em.
ragdoll. Oh, gee.
Okay, it's
There
not.
goes DK!
Okay, it's not quite ragdoll, but that's still kind of funny.
The 10-ton hammer.
Just colliding with all the freaking Koopas in his way. It's like, alright, I'm gonna start waving my arms around with this hammer in my hand, and if you get hit, it's all your fault.
Oh.
And suddenly DK was now called on Marvel to be the next four.
Do you have to press the button manually every time?
No, it's automatic. It's automatic.
Okay.
So basically, all you have to do is just drive into him.
You know what? That does bring up an interesting question, though. Do you think DK would be worthy of wielding Mjolnir?
I think so.
I can imagine, yeah.
Honestly, I'm not sure, to be honest. Like, I'm trying to think of, like, of any Mario characters that could probably wield Mjolnir. The only two that immediately come to mind are, like, Mario and Luigi themselves.
That's fair. The Mario Brothers.
Really, I think Peach could wield it.
I mean, Peach could as well.
Well, Peach could, but it's just a matter of if she even wants to.
Well, I mean, it's not a matter of if they will. It's a matter of if they can.
Yeah.
I know, but like I said, what if she just doesn't want to, you know? It's like that scene from Age of Ultron where they have a competition to see who can lift the hammer, and Peach is just like,
That's fair.
"Nah, I'm stepping out."
That's fair. Oh yeah, by the way, let's take time to appreciate that there's a Mario Kart game where they remembered that Diamond City is a thing.
Oh my.
Oh, wow.
That is true. Of course, it had to be the Devil Dam arcade cabinet that did it.
Yep. It had to be the offshoot. Though, you know what, I do very much appreciate it. And, you know, it would be nice if they ever brought this back for a proper Mario Kart sometime.
Yeah.
Would be cool.
Well, and also just like some of the weird characters. Like I feel like they're overdue to be in like spin-offs like this. Like at the very least, like maybe one or two. Like maybe like Mona and Ashley.
Mona, Ashley... I'd say Jimmy T would be just as fitting.
And Jimmy T, Dribble and Spitz, like they both share a car.
Okay, that would actually be pretty cool.
But yes, I remember now. It was Ryan Dunn. They were doing. Oh my gosh, they were doing. Oh my gosh, it is really just all Diamond City.
Yep.
There's Cat Nana's Dojo. There's Jimmy T's place. TV Diamond.
No Club Schurter, I noticed. But there's WarioWare on the right.
Nice. EGAD Industries on the left.
Also, apparently EGAD set up shop here.
Yeah, I could see it. Starmar on the right.
Now, why isn't that man on a go-kart yet?
I'm actually surprised. I don't know why. But, yeah, so Ryan Dunn, and so in the first episode they did Mario Kart, in which they did things like they took instead of Koopa shells, they took like this really hard baked bread and like fired it out of a cannon at people.
Oh, damn.
The more unique one that I thought was kind of interesting, even though it really sucked to be on the receiving end of that, was they wanted to figure out how to replicate the lightning bolt ability. And so the way that they triggered it was that as you're driving the go-karts around, if someone else activates the lightning bolt ability, while you're driving, the wheel that you're holding would start eliciting an electric shock at your hands.
Oh.
Like, so of course completely mess up your turning and steering unless you were ready for it when suddenly your arm seizes up from being zapped.
God damn.
So I'm trying to think if there's any other ones. They had like a turbo one, of course, so they had like a little turbo boost thing, but like... And otherwise they just did a go-kart race with all those little things to see what that would be like, and pretty damn chaotic was what it was.
You know, just like actual Mario Kart.
Yeah. So, yeah. Ow. Screw you, brother.
Why, Luigi, you're gonna pay for that!
Ow.
That's it. Back to the basement with you, little mister.
Yes, Mr. Wario.
Yes,
But no, it stinks down there!
I know.
Starts tearfully walking.
You know what? Now you're just making me think of... Remember when we were doing that whole, like, that dumb Bible shtick during Virtual Boy Wario?
That's
Land?
right.
Imagine instead of Waluigi pointing at a dejected Wario, it's the other way around.
Oh, yeah,
Just like-
that whole thing, Doug. It was,
Hey, like when I
okay.
was doing the whole like
Deliver us. No, No, the thing that happened there earlier, Doug, was we just. I think it was one of our outro videos or whatever when Wario was just raising such a fuss, and then the hype is Waluigi was like, "I'll read
It was regarding one of the treasures you get in the game, where originally it would just be a full apple, but in the alternate version, it becomes eaten down to the core.
And we joked about the fact that, like,
Oh man, that Adam guy beat me to it. He's gonna rule the day. Wait, what do you mean he's been dead for years? What do you mean everyone knew this but me? What do you mean I'm saying this in front of everyone in front of the camera?
And then Waluigi shows up.
Oh, for crying out loud, Wario, go read a Bible.
and then Logan had the idea of, like, Wario just sadly, dejectedly walking away into the sunset.
Like,
I
oh,
also
the
remember
whole
Logan
show.
absolutely losing his shit the moment I finished that sentence.
Because I wasn't expecting Waluigi to be the theistic type who was like really like, who was like absolutely. I'll say it. I'll say it. I'd like Waluigi to be the new pope. I'd be down to see what that would be like.
So, Wario, what is on this verse today?
I don't know if that'd work out as well as you'd think.
You know what? Who would be a worse pope, Wario or Waluigi?
Wario.
No.
Yeah, definitely Wario. Is that a banana bazooka?
Yes.
My favorite.
You launch a banana peel and launch it at whatever opponent you target, like so.
So just that notion of, like, who would you rather have as the Pope, Wario or Waluigi? No.
Exactly.
I'd like Terminal Montage Kirby to be the pope.
I mean, you know what? It would be
very-
I mean, think about it. Like, it's still a Kirby. He could still protect the world with the power of Jesus.
Yeah.
That's how you defeat the Marks.
Exactly.
God damn, that's right.
Oh, gosh.
God, I still love that.
The Christmas special is so funny.
That's funny. And now I'm just thinking, on brand, the recent video that they did, the Mario Kart one, I still love how they did the anime thing at the end.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And to this day, I still love that they use, like, the text-to-speech voice for Yoshi.
Oh, it's great.
Open the door, we have your baby.
Open your door, we have your baby.
Open your door,
That
we have
bit
your baby.
was rent-free in my head.
I know, that's great.
I think there's that, and the whole, like, the page won't turn. The page will not turn unless I permit it. Turn the page. No.
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 There's that.
I want to ride the Yoshi.
Step it, take one more step, and I smash it to smithereens.
There's that. Freaking the face that he makes when he walked into Bashful. Was it Bashful Bert or Bashful?
Bert the Bashful.
Bert the Bashful. There, when he walks to Bert the Bashful.
Oh, yeah.
That,
He has his drawers down.
like and like the face he made immediately lives right free in my head before he starts calling the cops. Only I do nothing.
Now that's fool's gold.
Yeah, that would be. That's a.
What are we going to do? That might work.
That might work.
That might work.
Reach the goal
You wanna
driving
know why that cup
backward.
stinks? I just made a
Now
Oh.
now for the thrill of driving backwards.
So I assume just your steering is reversed.
Yes.
Oh my
literally.
lord!
Oh, literally the same as some of the Mario Kart DS missions.
What?
Basically, it controls the exact same as normal driving, except your controls are inverted.
What a cruel joke, giving it to the one man who cannot actually turn his body enough well to like look behind him.
I can't fully see behind me.
Hey, who laid all these banana peels out here?
My ears. You know what? Maybe that's why they had to get rid of my cake, so I can be able to turn around more efficiently.
God damn it. Also, we'll say as an aside, I'm kind of bummed that the biker outfit Wario has is not his actual biker outfit.
Yeah, it would have been nice if it was.
I mean, I get it. You kind of want to distance the brand as much as possible, but speaking of other brands, time to play as the Pac Boy himself.
It's time. Is it time for the PAC Cup? What the heck?
It's time for the Pac-Man in the Ghostly... excuse me. It's time for the Pac-Man show.
I'm sorry. Is that Vic Viper as the go-kart we're driving?
What?
No, that's the Galaga ship.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Vic Viper is Konami.
Actually, I think it's either Galaga or Xevious. I forget which one exactly. But yeah, no. The Pac-Man Cup actually takes place in Pac-Land.
Nice.
Makes sense.
Let us see.
Also, unlike the last couple of times, I'm actually going to do the second race course first, which includes a neat little recreation of the actual Pac-Man arcade game.
I
Oh,
still
that's cute. They
am
have
waiting.
the Mario Kart up there in the style of the Pac-Man logo.
Oh yeah, no, that
Aw.
I love how it's fashioned after the Pac-Man World logo.
I am. I'm sorry, what was that voice for Pac-Man? Who made him? Who made Pac-Man Mickey Mouse?
Tomato.
Good question. I mean, it's one of those things you kind of don't... You kind of grow to appreciate over time, but it's also one of those things, like, if you hear it the first time, it's like, I would not imagine Pac-Man having that high a pitch.
Right?
Yeah.
Alright, time to go into the magical land. Whoa.
I mean, to be fair, like, I can think of, like, a handful of games, like, not even counting the Ghostly Adventures, I can think of, like, a handful of games where he did kind of sound that squeaky, like, I know this is a bit of a reach, but the Pac-Man 2, The New Adventures, he did have a bit of, like, a high-pitched, kind of voice.
I don't know if it'd be like a Mickey... Oh, hey, one of these guys from the Chills.
Oh yeah, it's Chill, one of the viruses from Dr. Mario.
Yeah.
Which, this version of the Chill actually makes your opponents dizzy.
Interesting, okay.
I know there's also an exclusive version that also inverts your controls.
What else is there? But yeah, that one I know in Pac-Man 2 he had kind of like a digital, like, wow, wow, or whatever like that. But, that does actually lead into my next...
Yeah, he spoke in Wawas.
That's true. And that does actually lead into... Oh, hello. That actually also leads into the idea I had, or more so the complaint I'm having.
What's that?
I have not, in all these years, I still have not seen anybody take on the challenge of animating the sassy walk from Pac-Man 2 in 3D, like using his like upgraded models and stuff with the same expression.
I don't know, like, I feel like, considering how, like, the face he has now is a bit different than, I feel like the expression might not be quite, I don't think the expression will hit quite as hard if you use, like, the Pie Ice Pac-Man compared to, like, the ice he had in that game.
Oh yeah, no, they absolutely, they would have to change the art style of him just for that moment, but, like, can you imagine, like, that being a taunt in Super Smash Brothers?
Just him running in place.
Or just tiptoeing, like kind of like how Luigi's like taunt. Ow! Kind of like how Luigi's tech like sort of gradually moves him forward a little bit with his like kick on the ground. Like if you press a button and like Pac-Man just sort of like sassily walks forward a bit.
Yeah, that would be pretty funny.
Hang on, I think James is in there. We'll catch back up in a second.
Oh, okay, so it's not just
what?
me. Good.
Almost. Give me a second. Almost. Land dismount, hopefully.
I had the Dinky video I helped Tyler with his out.
Hooray! And then, let's see. But again, I would like if they would have more third-party like representation in the racers. Hopefully Marco World, if they do something with that. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Oh, there he is.
Cool.
There you are, James.
That was weird. All right, let me share the screen again. The video's still playing, so...
Yep, no worries.
Don't worry, you guys
we're
didn't
still
miss much.
recording too, don't worry.
All good.
That's good.
Alright, now we're back into
All right.
the next cup.
Now then, let's actually get a better look at Pac-Land itself.
Thank you. I was kind of getting sick of the maze. Always the maze. Always the dark labyrinth.
It's always the maze, it's never the Pac-Land that has the tree with all the golden fruit on it.
Did somebody say golden fruit?
That reminds me. I do need
Mine,
to.
mine!
What?
Yeah, the golden fruit. Did you see the tree in the background? Logan, have you already forgotten that Pac-Man World 2 existed?
I forgot that it was in Pac-Land. I thought Pac-Land was like a bustling metropolis, not 3 houses facing the center of a dirt patch. Oh, hey, Pac Kid.
Oh yeah, Pac Jr.'s out there swinging on his swing. And, and I'll say for what it's worth, I honestly think Mario Kart makes Pac-Land a much prettier place than most other installments.
I think so. Also, it's just now dawning on me.
What's that?
I think Pac-Man is voiced by the original Toad from Mario Kart 64.
I don't think so.
But I'm the best!
I mean, wouldn't that be some shit if he actually did return for this, of all things?
Let me see if I can look it up.
Even knowing full well that, Toad's been voiced by someone else for so many years.
It'd be funny. Let me look it up. Voice actors.
Actually, I do wonder if there's actually a credit for who actually voiced Pac-Man.
Nope. Question mark.
Oh, damn. Uncredited.
Yeah, the only one we know is that Scott Bird. Because I mean, they're only listing it because we all know it's archived clips for all the other characters we know.
Right. Like everyone sounds like exactly they did back in 2003.
Now there is a credits.
There is, but I don't think it does list the characters. Okay, it does. It does list the voice actors, but I don't think it actually says who they did voice.
Yeah, so let me see what we have to work off of, but like narrow it down. Yeah, I know. I see all the special things.
Having fun up there, Junior?
I can't get down.
Don't worry, your mom and I'll get you down after the race.
I thought you divorced, Mom.
Okay, I can see all the freaking. I can see the font.
Also, man, look at all those trees with the power pellets on them. Yeah, I can see now why Mesmeron really wanted them so badly.
Yeah.
This is one of the rare few times you actually see more PAC people aside from, the usuals.
Yeah, it's interesting, because, like, outside of the PAC family, they don't really, in the games at least, they don't really touch upon the fact that, like, Pac-Man is technically a species of people.
Yeah? I mean, most of the time, you only see them as, like, the one and only now. Oh, I just realized Inky and Sue are in the back as well.
Hi.
I only just noticed that. But wait, where's Clyde?
He did not survive.
Clyde is probably...
Actually, wait, never mind. Those aren't, no, never mind. Those aren't Inky. No, you know what it is? They're not Inky. They're not Inky and, Inky and, Pinky. They're Piantas.
Oh,
okay.
I just noticed the trees up top.
A clever ruse.
Oops.
Oh, no.
Man. No, that is a missed opportunity. They didn't have the other ghosts as part of the audience. Aside from these guys.
What are you talking about? Those are the other ghosts.
That's what everyone says.
Woo!
They always make it seem like the ghosts are only the sprites, and it's like, no. The ghosts have defined designs as much as Pac-Man does. It's just that Namco rarely, if ever, likes to acknowledge it.
I just like that. No!
I don't know.
Oh,
Now get back out there. I love you.
Did
Say
you say
no.
That's what I say it goes, because I'm the boss.
Alright, it did it. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, the credits, yeah, the credits, weren't there originally. Unless, let me see.
Well, I mean, all the same. That's it for Pac-Man. That's it for Pac-Land and the Pac-Man Cup. Now it's time to, much like many other Mario Karts out there, every Mario Kart out there, aside from maybe one or two exceptions, have a Bowser's Castle.
As you do. I'm curious to see how this one looks.
Oh.
So it's only fair time I bring the big guy out.
Yeah, there you go.
How well does the Dolphin version handle, like, trying to do, like, multiplayer?
I don't know. I don't think it even handles all that well, if I had to be perfectly honest, but it's hard to say. I'm not sure if anyone's actually tried to emulate it with having, like, up to 4 people actually play this thing.
Would have been
So I can
cool.
imagine that'd be about as much of a daunting task as trying to do multiplayer with, like, say, the DS or the 3DS.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I can't find anything about the voice act. They just don't list the voice credits at all.
They just don't exist.
That's a shame. How you doing,
That's,
bud?
yeah, that is a crime.
Yo, that Bowser statue. Hold up.
Hold up!
That's
Wait,
about
hold
the statue,
on.
all right.
I need a further inspection.
Yeah, they'll go back in. That thing actually looks pretty sick. Let's see. So we drive in here. That's all his portraits. Look at that thing.
Oh, that thing.
That is pretty menacing.
God damn.
Yeah.
Like the eyes and he got his good side with that one.
No kidding.
What are you talking about? They're all my good sides.
They got like Terrapin.
Also, in the background, you can see a very oversized Junior on his throne.
Oh, that was
That was
true.
about... Yeah, that... Well, I mean, like, it's so funny, because, like, I know Bowser infamously changes sizes in a lot of games. I guess at some point Junior inherited that ability.
True.
I mean, yeah. Remember how big he was in Galaxy?
like,
yeah.
look at
Oh,
that
yeah.
thing. That's so cool.
That's, yeah. Man, you have never seen a more intimidating Bowser since Fury Bowser.
Makes him look like a muscle man
Or
or,
Giga.
something.
Actually, no, Giga Bowser would already be relevant by this time.
That too.
so.
That too.
Yeah.
And then,
So,
but then, okay, let me look at Junior. Yeah, he's big. And I love this. And I love this bit coming up of now, sir. How many portraits of you and your son do you want?
Yes. Yes.
A portrait for every wall.
Sir,
do
there's
you
only
at least
two.
want to have, like... Do you at least want to have, like, you know, put on a pose or a smile?
No.
No.
Anyway, before I forget, how are you holding up there, Douglas?
Doing pretty good.
That's good. You have any particular thoughts on the game as you've seen so far?
Not too much, because that does remind me. I remember playing this years ago with my brother and my dad.
Oh,
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, from some of the arcades we used to go to, and of course I kicked their asses.
Nice.
None expected from moi.
You had to uphold your title.
Yep.
Ow.
It was that time of the day.
Owie.
That is
Mario, he hit me on the head with a dishpan.
My head hurts and my nose hurts and my teeth hurt.
My nose.
And I heard.
Sorry, bro.
Also, guys, I do like all the advertising that they do all around the place. Like sometimes you'll get some snazzy little images based off, whether like some side characters like Diddy or Dry Bones or even some of the Pac family.
Yeah.
And then there's a really epic looking one featuring Kamek.
Oh, yeah?
Really?
For all we know, we might actually get to see it in the next race.
Okay, okay.
Oh boy.
Look at you, Bowser. You're the winner of the day. You barely can fit on that
Mine.
podium. Careful.
All mine.
Tuck your legs in, man.
Castle Fighter.
Freaking Bowser man spreading. Cancel him.
Bowser, man. Bowser. God damn it. I'm not sure I need to hear that today.
I'm a man spread however I feel like it. I'm the
Bowser
king.
would be
Oh, look at him. Look at how
Oh.
that Kamek looks.
He's so goofy.
You know what? He kind of looks like before it became trying to think, like he looks like what looks like from like the original Yoshi's Island.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, back when he was a freaking...
Just before, the Magic Koopas had their more refined design with the new Super Mario Brothers and on.
Oh, back when they were toadies?
Not quite. Like before they had the different, slightly lighter colored rim.
Oh, okay, okay.
It always looks so. It just makes you realize just how weird the Magic Koopas looked way back when.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, after having replayed Mario World recently, it's kind of made me realize, we all know that, the Magic Koopas was, delegated as a species as early as, Mario World and whatnot, but you only ever see one, at a time. And it makes me just wonder, is that the same Magic Koopa, or is it just...
Well, it's funny because I know in some of the 3D games there are.
Oh, speaking of which...
Because I
Oh,
know in some of the 3D games they are able to have more than one Magic Koopa around.
Right. I think that's the most obvious case where they started to actually, show more than one on screen. Otherwise, other times, you only ever see one at a time, which makes me think, are these just all Kamek?
Well, I mean, I guess if you want to be pedantic, he does have the ability to duplicate himself.
That is true.
My gosh, this cloud has a little fez on its head.
Yeah? Oh, yeah, the one with the fez on. That's the one that freezes your opponents.
Oh. Huh. Oh, it's a reference to how Fez 2 was frozen and that we never will see again.
If Matt was here, he would slap you across the face.
Oh, don't worry. Save that for tomorrow. Tell him you said that tomorrow, and he can slap you in the face for
no,
real.
I don't tell him. I don't want to get slapped.
Oh, yeah, I guess it should be said. The first two races, Kamek doesn't show up to unleash all those blockades.
Gotcha.
Hence why I decided to keep the fourth race particular, because that's actually the one race I was able to actually see Kamek actually pull that off.
Okay.
Huh.
Oh.
Man, those rocks do look awful tacky, don't you think?
Yeah, they really stick out compared to the rest of the tracks.
Looks like it.
But with one lap left to go and a bazooka full of moldy banana. Truth be told, I'm not even sure what the main difference is between launching a banana, like a bazooka with a banana peel in it, and a bazooka with a banana peel that's been dipped in purple stuff.
Maybe the purple stuff is poisonous?
That I can believe. Maybe it actually really does slow down your cart for a decent amount of time.
Further. Whoa.
Also, I gotta admit, I've been thinking the soundtrack so far, but would you listen to this and think Bowser's Castle?
Not really.
I don't think so now. I see a bunch of composers on this, but I'm sure a lot of them are probably Namco composers as well. I'm sure it's usually their go-tos and stuff.
More than likely.
He's obscuring Peach.
Look at me, fellas! I'm on TV!
This is my win.
It's like, I can't believe it. Oh, but he insists. I was on TV.
You make Peach sound like
We'll make a
Mickey
better
Shorts Mickey,
tomorrow
and I kind of
today.
love it.
Well, I mean, like, I mean, realistically, I cannot do a good Peach voice, so I just do the best I can. I know Sam likes it. Like, she always gets a kick every time I do this Peach voice.
Oh my! Oh, it's the rope.
Here's the funny thing regarding this challenging stage. If you're playing as anyone other than Bowser, Bowser himself actually shows up to be your opponent.
Right.
But since I'm playing as Bowser, they replace him with the Mecha Bowser from Sunshine.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Cool.
Unfortunately, this is also the one challenge stage where I forgot how to actually jump.
Oops.
Because whenever you try to turn to aim your black shells, you do a little hop, but it's not high enough to dodge the fire.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Well, I'm sure you got this. Just gotta hit 2 more before the fire gets you. Whoop! Oh no.
Is this the one where Bowser actually loses? Is it true? Is the machine actually going to win?
It was like if you.
Yes.
It was like if you met. It was like if you were able to hit the button before it would have worked. And oh.
Man.
But thankfully, again, clearing challenge stages isn't required for anything, so we're still good.
Now I can't get the ice cream for my son.
Oh, and I really wanted that ice cream too. It was chocolate.
I bet everything I had on that stage.
Alright, I'm gonna go leak Oblivion now.
What?
Oh, so like
So
like
who do I bring for the final race and you know where?
the Tamagotchi.
Sorry to all the Tamagotchi fans out there. I honestly don't care too much for the brand, so I never picked one that cheap.
Okay, and you know the fact about leaking Oblivion, like leaking that Oblivion remaster from Bethesda, and like the humorous bit that people are noting of like we're believing that it's no surprise that someone leaked the Oblivion remaster as a thing, and then literally like without any real fanfare, just suddenly 2 days later, okay, we're launching, just go, just screw it, just put it out,
You know?
stop, don't bother marketing it, just.
It's like, there it is, go grab it, you Neanderthals.
You know, that reminds me of like a very similar prospect that I remember it was a Sonic comic that someone made, and I know this because one of my voice acting friends, Skrillo, dubbed it. Basically, it's like of I forget his name, but the little koala assistant that was in Blaze's world, like warning Blaze. I think like GTA 6 was leaked.
Oh, jeez.
I know who you're talking about, but the name's not coming to me.
Yeehaw!
I think it was Commander.
Now
something.
we come to this game's Rainbow Road, or as they call it here, the Rainbow Coaster.
Oh, or as they call it, or as they say in China,
Chinatown.
Chinatown.
Rainbow
This is a-
Chinatown Road.
Oh, this is a decent looking one, at least. Rainbow Chinatown.
Honestly, yeah, I'll say for what's worth, I honestly think this is one of the prettier Rainbow Roads in the series.
Aw, and I see, and then they're playing with the idea of careful with that code, and I see, and they're playing with the idea of like the cloud world and stuff from Mario games.
Yeah. Is this what Nirvana looks like?
I think so, maybe, I don't know. There's it's bubble paradise, and then there's flowers, and I'm probably high, and there's like many people. in
Donkey
this
Kong
crowd
ate the
that's track
golden
with me.
banana again.
Oh no!
Yeah, that was happening.
Oh no, the mushrooms are finally kicking in.
Every day, every go ahead.
No, I was about to say to follow up Steve's thing. I think I found the koala that he was talking about. I think it was Gordon.
Gordon, that's it. Like, I just remember that comic of like Blaze being like legitimately petrified by the idea of GTA 6 leaking.
And if
At least I think it was GTA 6. I'd have to go back
Well, that's
and
an
watch
insult to
the dub
injury.
again.
I'm just rambling. I'm just like every day we don't get it. Every day we don't get a Donkey Kong 64 remasters. Another day we drift farther from God, and like we have.
I mean, listen, Logan,
we
we're getting an actual brand new 3D Donkey Kong game. Let's take our victories where we can get it.
Okay.
Here, have a banana.
Man, I'm just July can't come soon enough.
You
Yeah.
watch,
Provided you can afford
my
it.
My face looks like Donkey Kong's down there. Then you feed me the banana and like tell me about the game, and then like my brow like with a creaking like wood and stone like raises back up like. Oh, all right, okay. you
Or
know,
it could just be more
okay.
like instantaneous and just be like,
Both are funny in their own ways, but
So that's gonna be stuck in my head for a little bit now.
Well, I'm not gonna get a use out of this thing.
then you discover what it's like for your eyebrows to actually emote, and you're like,
So I'm trying to look up the Blaze the Cat GTA 6 meme thingy that Hype's talking about, and all I can find are people modding Blaze the Cat into every other Grand Theft Auto, from San Andreas to GTA 5 to...
well, hang on, I'm trying to remember...
Odd mission to fulfill.
Yeah?
I don't know. Again, I'll probably look it up later after the video's over.
Okay.
Because for all I know, it probably was a different game. It's just for some reason GTA was just the first thing that popped in my mind. But the general scenario is still the same. It just might have been a different game they were talking about.
Yeah, perhaps.
You know, on the subject of arcade racers out there, like, you know, for me, this is definitely one of the top ones, just because, you know, bias, and also just because how, you know, the interesting mechanics are concerned. Like, what other sorts of arcade racers do you guys have intimate familiarity with? Whether it be, like, one of these, or heck, even like something like Cruisin'.
Oh, but I did find this thing, Hype. That I guess, I'll put in book chat, that I guess, I don't know what the comic trade is, or what the trade itself is, like maybe like a reprint or something, but apparently there was one instance in IDW where Blaze the Cat made a very, like, bewildered face at
They
Sonic.
changed her face, yeah.
Yeah, they changed I guess Sega did not, like, somebody in their quote-unquote lore consistency team did not like Blaze making an expression like that, so they, like, asked them to tone it down of how the mouth works.
Yeah, I remember a lot of people got very pissy about that.
I'm not gonna say it's, like, bad, I'm just more so like, really? We're making a big deal about this one? Like, like, it's comic, it's exaggeration, they can do it sometimes.
Well, I know, it's just a matter of, like, yeah, people like the original frame, because it was fun seeing Blaze get that, you know, silly and exaggerated, but then they had to, like, tone it down in the trade.
That's a bummer.
Because just let the person be silly. They hurt nobody.
It's really funny because when you look into it, there's like a handful of like little artist things for IDW that not even just like this, because this at least made it in some form. Like some of the pencils that I think Tracy did that ended up not being used. Like in one of the Zeddy Hunt issues, where they were prepping the Zeddy to get boarded on this rocket. Like, in the final picture, Sonic just has, like, just a cheeky little grin as he's, like, waving the Zedbok as he's being all like, oh, make sure the door hits you on the way out. But if you look at the original pencils, like, Sonic had, like, a much more, like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, I gotta look that up. But no, it's like, I don't know, and you know, and I was about to like make a joke in my head, but then maybe that joke in my head in and of itself explains the situation, which I was going to think out loud. Like, I mean, come on, Sega, like you let Archie get away with so much more, and I was like, oh, maybe that's why. Maybe
I was about to say,
they're like
'cause,
really
like,
trying
you
to
know,
like iron down like after
Yeah,
Archie.
I mean, yeah, no, it's like there's there's good and bad for what how they've been doing recently, but sometimes you can argue that maybe it's an obvious case of like course correction to the extreme.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's not that we don't get where they're coming from, because, you know, Archie, you know, for its good and its bad, it tended to go pretty out there in places, so I don't blame Sega for being all like, maybe we should rein things back a little bit, but, you know, there is such a thing as, like, overcorrection.
That one video, oh, thank you for having this only be 2 laps, that one video still lives rent-free in my head sometimes, which was Game Grumps were playing, I believe they were playing Master Collection or something like that. The one that was on GameCube, the Sonic Collection.
Oh, Gems Collection.
Mega Collection?
Mega Collection, thank you. They're playing Mega Collection, and it was going to be a part talking about, like, you know, looking at more games, but then they got distracted by the extras menu, which showed a bunch of the comic covers from the old Archie days, and then suddenly 20 minutes just went by of them just looking at these comic covers like, what the hell was this art style?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, kind of in the same way the last race was all dash mushrooms, now he eats a whole bunch of thunder sticks.
Oh dear.
Give him the thunder thump.
Exactly.
I guess guest starring Kirby Dream Fountain.
Yeah. I will say, like, much like the Yoshi Cup, I decided to actually keep all of the Rainbow Cup here. First off, because, you know, it makes for a decent enough book ending, because, you know, it's all the whole thing, and also Miss Pac-Man. But also because I did notice that while the track design itself isn't a huge difference, I was actually surprised with how much the actual, like, everything else surrounding the track did change.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm seeing different scenarios, different surroundings, so... I mean, yeah...
And also, this is the most blatant they get with, like, how they change the item setups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So... I guess, where's it going with this? I guess like potentially, 'cause I don't know if you're seeing the credits or not at the end of this.
Oh, we do see the credits.
Okay. I guess we'll hold on for that. Yeah, I mean, I thank you, James, for pushing, because I remember it was a little touch and go, and if we'd be able to cover this for the channel, I appreciate you, holding out and going for it.
Yeah, no, admittedly, like, when I was initially trying to record this thing for you guys, I was originally going to go for 150cc, but then, again, I got that, I got disgraced twice, and I guess this also didn't help either. I was going through a bit of a headache at the time, so the mood was not there.
That's fair.
But then, give myself a little bit of R&R, and like, a fresher mind, a fresher, like...
Yeah, just
look, and it's like, I was able to make something out of it after all.
And I will say, to its credit, this is pretty fast for 100cc, actually.
Oh, it is. I mean, naturally, 150C is much faster than this, though they also do, to compensate, again, the CPUs do get harder, and you are forced to drive, okay, forced might be a bit of a strong way of putting it, but, you do have to go through more laps.
Okay, fair enough.
Like, again, earlier on, we were in the Mario Cup. There was that one track that was about six laps long. For 150cc, it's 9 laps.
Jeez. Okay,
and I want to say for Rainbow Road, all races are, since you already go through 2 laps 100cc. I think here you got to do like either 3 or 4 laps.
I'll be the contentious one. I don't think that's really. I do not think that necessarily makes it more fun if I'm doing more laps. Like if I'm part of the joy of going super fast is, my gosh, you see how fast I just beat this race. I beat it in under 2 minutes because I was doing like 30-second laps. Like, it doesn't have to be do more. I don't know. I guess for money, you gain your money's worth. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, that's probably how it is. Especially since, again, I assume most, by default, you have to pay like maybe $1 or $2 just to actually play start it.
Yeah.
And much like other arcade racers out there, I assume if you don't get first place, you do still have to plunk money down to keep going. Though I don't entirely know for certain if, like say if you want to actually finish the game from the beginning to end, you'd still have to outright, spend credits to do so. Because you may have already noticed on the bottom right portion of the screen, I did use a credits hack.
Right.
All right, now we got every time I see that, like the tutorial showing the icon with the red, I keep thinking like, oh, we have guns now.
It does kind of look like that. Like you just whip out your Olinia zapper and start going to town.
Yeah, honestly, I'm surprised that never became an item like the blaster and stuff. Go ahead.
I was not sure what to think about the Yoshi Safari remake, but you know what? I think it turned out all right.
Good.
You say gun, and I wish I had my voice mod up so I can make this joke. You say gun, and all I thought of was fucking Mario gun. Whee!
I need to look. Was that actually from something?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Because I was like, God, I want
Mario gun.
I know what I'm starting up now.
Mario Cap. Wee!
It's that and freaking.
Damn it.
It was a mixture of that mixed with
the cap.
a long time ago. Vine Sauce
Taking no
Joel.
prisoners.
Vine Sauce Joel was doing a stream where he was like testing out. It was part of his it was one of his famous I need to probably watch those old videos a long time ago, but basically. He would do these streams called like the Windows 7 or Windows 95 destruction stream, where basically they start off with an emulated version of like Windows 95, Windows Vista, Windows whatever, but then they would
I know.
But then like throughout the stream they would just start adding more and more bloatware and like downloading all these old things just to like see how weird it gets and stuff. And that's how that was how he first learned about Bonzi Buddy and stuff like that. And
that's funny.
And one of them was he was starting off with, I think he was using GarageBand or maybe not GarageBand, but it was something like that where like you can make your own MIDI files and stuff. And what it was is he found one where like the percussion instrument would sound like a gun going off. And he thought, okay, and he's like, okay, that's pretty silly. Then he went on. Then he decided to download and load up a MIDI file of the Seinfeld theme song.
Oh no.
And he was like, okay, this is pretty funny. But then he forgot that he had the drum track set to the gun sound, so ba-doo-ba-doo-doo-doo. And in his editing video, he had like Kramer show up and then just start firing a gun like into the theme song. And
That's funny. I'm not thinking just random, but semi-related because I think it is still Vinny. Or it might have been Joel, but like The whole like, nice job, Kermit. Oh
Oh yeah, that was weird. Yeah, that was weird. It's like, mate, I'm gonna need more Kermits.
We still need more Kermits.
Make it an endless stream of, and the fact they're all like different sizes, and like the ending was pretty good for what it was worth. Just,
Make it so that there's nothing but Kermits. Like you can't even see the I think Clifford is his name, but like it's just nothing but Kermits.
What was the fact that like I think in the final one he didn't even get through the first nice job. It was a nice job. Yeah, thank you. It's just a whole like tidal wave of them. You did it. The rainbow crown is yours.
Yay!
Yahoo!
Made of actual rainbows.
Wow, these are actually pretty decent trophies. All right, this is pretty fun. Oh, now the
And now
challenge.
it's time for our final challenge stage, where we gotta race a robotic Mario.
Oh.
Faster than Robo Mario. Watch out.
Robo Mario cheats, because he can launch out items whenever he wants.
Whoa.
Prepare for my most diabolical plan ever. Cheating.
Oh.
Robo Mario, available now at your local EGAD station.
Buy them all. Buy them all. Buy them all.
Buy them all. Oh, cut. Well.
Hey, Luigi, why did EGAD think it was okay to mass-produce robotic versions of me and sell them on the black market?
I don't know, Mario. This is the same person that gave Bowser Jr. a dangerous weapon.
We don't know if it was given to him. I think it was stolen.
No, he outright said that the strange old man in the white coat gave it to him.
To be fair, that may have been Junior's way of saying he stole it.
Probably.
Or it could have tricked him to give him it.
EGAD is EGAD is an agent of chaos.
I mean, we're talking about EGAD, the most insane man of all time.
He probably did just because he thought it'd be funny.
You know, the same man who sold his ghost portrificationizer, or no, he sold his portrait rather
To some
Yeah, a garage sale, because, you know, like, I understand, you know, ghost research is probably a very hefty investment. You gotta put in a lot of green for it, but...
All we ask is just don't sell the King Boo one. Like, you can sell all the just...
Was it that hard? Like, at that point, you may as well put it in a personal museum or something. Give it to the Mushroom Kingdom. They'll know what to do with it.
Give it to that Helen girl. I'm sure she'd appreciate having it in her house.
No, don't give it
Nice.
to her.
I was like, as you see there in that challenge, that was like your master test of making sure you knew how to do the drift shield.
Flawless victory.
You did it! You beat all...
Pay no mind of that one time you failed the challenge stage.
Why? Just go back to Mario just dejected, like, oh.
Oh, and with that, everybody, that is technically it for Mario Kart Arcade GP2.
Nice.
Alright, that was a fun little run there.
Yep, a fun old time. It's a very different Mario Kart, and I mean, if you have that in mind, I'd say you'll get your mileage worth, assuming you decide to give this a shot via emulation, or if you actually find one out in the wild somewhere.
Yeah,
And assuming it still works.
true. But, yeah. No, I mean, I thought that was a lot of fun. Thank you for going through all that. So,
No problem.
now I guess with that covered, and assuming, like, unless we were to ever try DX at some point later, is it finally time for the Wii?
It is finally time for the Wii.
Woo! Boy. So yeah, I guess stay tuned. I guess we are gonna like go back to trying to do that one multiplayer.
Oh yeah, no, we're definitely doing that one multiplayer.
Okay.
There's no way in hell we're not going to.
I'm gonna have fun with that.
With a bad item balance and all.
Oh, special cup. Eh?
Yep, for actually clearing all the other cups, you actually get to do the special cup now, which I was thinking to myself, wait, special cup? Wait, you mean they're actually going to add more races for me to do?
Yeah?
Like actual new tracks and everything? So I decided to hit, yeah, I'll continue. It just turns out that a special cup is actually just basically, it's, and yeah, one more time with the Pac-Man. Basically, what special cup is in the arcade sense, it's just Mirror Cup.
Oh, it's just a hot, like the
Or
entire...
mirror CC,
the
yeah, with every
entire
single cup
game.
intact.
Oh my gosh, what happens if you do that?
Good question.
I'm gonna
I
look it
never dared to try it.
Let me look it up. Let me see what I got here. Grand Prix.
And of course, let's go home, Pac-Man.
See, like the previous game, claim the game. Extra. It's called Extra Mode, but that would be the Special Cup. There are also time attack modes. There's a versus mode. There are a lot of freaking items in this game.
Yes, there are.
ba-
Most of which you're not even going to get to experience unless you actually, play this game proper with a Mario Kart.
There being the Basin, Banana Shot, Banana Train, Big and Small Tire, Black Shell, Boo, Broken Wheel, Bullet Bill, Dash Bazooka, Dash Mushroom, Delicious Banana, Dizziness Virus, the Fairy, a Fake Mario Coin, Firecracker, Flaming Tender, Giant Mushroom, Green Shell, Heavy Mushroom, High Beam, Horn, Interrupting Frame, Invisible Mushroom, Item Seal, Jack in the Box, sorry, I don't know what happened there, Jump Seal, Mask, Meat, Monster's Hammer, Monster Pill, Mouse Cracker, Mustache Pen, Needle Bomb, Off-Key Speaker, Petite Monster, Pie, Pump, Quack Hammer, Rabbit Ear, Rain Cloud, Reflect Shield, Saggy Gummy.
What?
Shield, Smokescreen, Snow Cloud, Square Tire, Star, Sticky Oil, Tack, Triple Bananas, Thunder Cloud, Thunder Stick, Time Bomb, Tornado, Tox Banana Shot, Wheel Virus, The Monkey's Chain, The Monkey's Fist, The
Monkey!
The Monkey!
Actually, no, it'd be...
Yay. So, yeah, the bits at the end, joking aside, there are a butt ton of items, and now we're like, what, Mario Kart World's gonna have, 6? It's gotta step it up.
I'd say at least 15 at most.
Okay.
Right. I imagine it'd be
let's also not forget that Dash Food is part of the picture now.
That is true.
Yeah. Honestly, I imagine it being just roughly the same size, if not a smidgen bigger than the item selection in 8 Deluxe.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah.
Trying to think, and it doesn't say...
Wario, I see you back there. Don't take the golden fruit.
Oh, you're no fun.
And apparently, it's saying here that in-game there's supposed to be, some sort of, narrator or color commentary that you're hearing, but its language would depend on the region, but I haven't been hearing any, narration.
Oh, yeah, I completely forgot to mention. I turned that shit off.
Oh, okay, so what is that like, if it, when it happens,
Basically, they just commentate over what's going on in the race, and it usually goes like this: Pac-Man got this item. Pac-Man is in the front. This Pac-Man got hit by the item.
Oh,
Okay.
Just a little similar to Sonic and Sega's racing games.
Just states
Kind of the same thing, except nowhere near as natural sounding.
Alrighty. Well, there you have it, folks.
I was tempted to actually play through this whole thing with the narration on, but then I realized I think that would be a bit of a headache after a while.
That is fair.
Yeah.
So
Would be a little redundant.
there you have it, everybody.
We did it. We showed off a little bit of the Special Cup, and honestly, for our money, or whatever lack of we had to spend playing this game, it's time to call it a game over.
Oh no!
Not a game over!
Go home.
That's it.
I thought
home.
it would be a theme, but okay. Well, alrighty. Well, thank you
fuck it.
there, James.
Yeah, no problem. With that said, everybody, grab your Wii remotes. We're playing Mario Kart Wii next.
Okie dokie.
I'm going to get my classic controller.
I can't wait to play as Dry Bowser.
Till next time, everybody.
Bye bye.